Good morning, everyone. This is news you can use to fight fascism, theocracy, at home and abroad. Volodymyr Zelensky. Is anyone surprised that the Russians made an attempt on the life of the president of Ukraine? I would say that no one here is surprised. Check out this story, everyone. Anti-war Russian spies gave tip-off about Zelensky assassination attempt, Ukraine says. You can check out the link in the description below. But yes, anti-war Russian spies tipped off the Ukrainian government. Ukraine claims that it has foiled an assassination plot against President Volodymyr Zelensky after Kremlin figures who oppose Putin's invasion warned the Ukrainian government about the plans. A Telegram post from Ukrainian authorities, reported by Axios, states that Chechen special forces, and I'm going to try to pronounce this name correctly, known as Kadyrvites, were behind the plot. We are well aware of the special operation that was to take place directly by the Kadyrvites to eliminate our president, said Ukrainian National Security and Defense Council Chief Oleksiy Danilov. My apologies for butchering that name. According to the Post, he went on to say the alleged plotters have been eliminated and that Ukrainian authorities were tipped off about the plans by members of Russia's Federal Security Service, that's the FSB, to you and me, everyone, who don't support the invasion. Zelensky has previously said that he believes Russia is determined to assassinate him. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe assumption that the Russian president, the Russians are hoping, or most of the Russian armed forces are hoping to get rid of Zelensky. I don't think that's hard to believe. Now, for those of you who don't know about Zelensky, he started a show before he became president called Servant of the People. And this clip, this 1 minute bit, is the thing that helped get him elected as president of Ukraine. Let's check this out. This clip, there's a lot of swearing, there's a lot of beeps. Yeah, there's subtitles. It's in another language, right? It's in non-English, but I think we can handle it. I think we can read this. And a lot of bleeping going on here. There's a lot of strong language, which, check it out.
Достало это.
Петрович, ну чё
Еще.
ты?
А почему наши политики каждый раз приходят к власти и совершают одни и те же ошибки? Да потому что они охуенные математики. Знают только, как отнимать, делить и приумножать свое. Вот и все.
Петрович, я сроду тебя таких слов не слышал. Чё ты завелся?
Потому что достали все эти вот здесь, понимаешь? Теперь, они заставляют детей в будки ваши строить. Знаешь, почему у нас жизнь собачья? Да потому что мы свой выбор с тобой начинаем в будках. Понятно? А выбирать-то не из кого. Из двух пи***расов выбираем меньше. И так 25 лет подряд. Ты знаешь, что интересно? В этот раз ничего не поменяется. Знаешь почему? Потому что ты, мой батя, я, мы снова выберем пи***аса. Да потому что, да, понятно. Конечно, он пи***ас, да ну лучше его, те-то хуже.
Вась, да пойдем хряпнем, у меня заначка есть.
Главное, приходят эти потом пи***асы власть. Пи***ят и пи***ят, пи***ят, и пи***ят. Ударения разные, смысл один и тот же. И всем по***, понимаешь, тебе по***, мне по***, нам всем по***. Не по***й на маленький, понимаешь, а здоровый такой, по***й, пришел нам всем. А меня бы на одну неделю туда отправили. Чтобы, простой учитель жил как президент. А президент этот, жил как учитель. Это я тебе, как учитель истории, говорю. Хотя тебе по***й, пи***цы.
As you can tell from that clip, he plays a history teacher, a high school history teacher. Student, films him, records him, uploads it, and hilarity ensues. A little bit more about Zelensky, in case you may not know much about his background. Links in the description below. Once again, a rehearsal for war. Volodymyr Zelensky's path from comic to symbol of courage. He started out in 1995 as a teenager as an improviser in KVN competitions in his area. KVN, I'm not going to try to pronounce those words, or Club of the Funny and Inventive, is a beloved institution known throughout the former Soviet Union. which went on to become one of the longest-running shows on Russian television. Its social media feeds have been inactive since the 27th of February. It grew out of the 60s TV show, an evening of funny questions in which performers would compete to come up with the funniest answers in the style of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Taken off the air in the early 70s because it fell foul of censors. It was revived in 1986 during the era of glasnost and perestroika. Did you know that Mr. Zelensky won Dancing with the Stars, the Ukrainian version of Dancing in the Stars, in 2006? I'm not going to play the full clip, but I have a clip of him dancing on and of being on Dancing with the Stars, Ukrainian version. Let's check it out. Yeah, so that's the guy that's telling Vladimir Putin to go F himself, everyone. That guy right there. Pretty fantastic. Let's see, what else can we say about Mr. Zelensky? But the journey from lewd comedy to president would not have happened without one telly success. That's from the clip we just saw. Servant of the People. The comedy team, the comedy troupe that he belonged to, owns the show, which ran for 3 seasons between 2015 and 2019, with Zelensky as creator, producer, and star. The last of the 51 episodes aired on the 28th of March, 2019. Zelensky won the election on the 21st of April, 2019. A year earlier, Kravatel 95 had registered the Servant of the People as the name of the new political party. If you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to be talking with people in the chat here on YouTube. If you want to join the conversation, please come on over to the Laughing in Disbelief YouTube channel. It's going to see how everyone's doing this morning. Is there anything he can't do? That's a very good question. Marmaduke Scarlet, glad to see that you're here this morning. So a reality star as president, maybe the U.S. should try this. I would like to have, it isn't the fact that, comedy stars or just people, it's about character ultimately, I think, right? It's important to be intelligent. It's important to be well-read, but I think the job as chief executive really has to do with character and being able to make good decisions and not being a D-bag. Did you see that clip where Zelensky, playing the history professor, was ranting about the crooked politicians in Ukraine? You could have he could have been talking about the GOP and Trump right there, everyone. Indeed. The more I learn about him, the more I like him. Indeed. D, I can see that. Okay. What's up, everyone? Once again, it's good to see you all. Got a lot of stuff to cover. I have one more clip from Mr. Zelensky. It's a funny clip. It's in English, and it's quite relevant right now.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Koloborochka. Can I connect you with Angela Merkel?
Yes, you can connect.
Hello. My congratulations. We decided to take your country to the European Union.
Oh, fuck! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, wow. I'm so happy. Yes. Thank you very much. All the Ukrainians and all of our country, we've been waiting for this so much time.
Ukrainians?
Yes, Ukrainians.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's a mistake. I was calling to Montenegro.
Montenegro. I see. Okay. Yeah, my congratulations. Yes, to Montenegro. Bye-bye. Fuck! You fucking Putin!
Hilarious. So Angela Merkel in that clip, in that bit, calls up the president of Ukraine, congratulates him on joining the EU. Oh, by the way, it was a mistake. I was supposed to be calling Montenegro. Hilarious. Dark humor, everyone. Dark humor to brighten up dark times, right? It is brilliant, John Christian. I thought that was well filmed, well written, well acted. But let's go on to the next story. What do we have for the next story? We're going to talk about a GOP luminary who just got banned off of Twitter. Twitter suspends U.S. Senate candidate for hateful conduct. I'm shocked. I tell you, that a GOP politician would be banned off Twitter because they're saying hateful things. Let's go. St. Louis, a U.S. Senate candidate for Missouri, says she has no plans to delete the transphobic tweet that violated Twitter's rules against hateful conduct, even after the social media platform said she won't be able to tweet, retweet, follow, or like posts until she does. Twitter suspended Vicky Hartzler's personal account on Monday. Now, her tweet posted in mid-February said, "And look, everyone, I'm in trouble enough with YouTube." Did you see Seth Andrews getting banned off of Facebook because he reported on hate speech and hate groups? So I'm not going to say all the words in her tweet because I'm in trouble enough. Let's see. She said women's sports are for women, not, well, blah, the blah, 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 blah. You see, I'm trying to outwit the YouTube algorithm there, and included her TV ad targeting those people, the transgender people in sports, and particularly University of Pennsylvania swimmer Leah Thomas. A statement from Hartzler's campaign called the suspension shameful, utterly ridiculous, and a horrible abuse of censorship by big tech giants to stifle free speech. The campaign said Hartzler will not delete the tweet. Of course not, because that's how you activate your bigoted base. Why would she do the thing that would stop her from winning at least the primary? Are we going to talk about the Texas primary in a minute or two? We certainly will. We're running late. This show runs until about 9:25, everyone. At 9:30, we do the after party. Link to be on the panel is in the description below. You can also check out the show by heading over to the Naked Diner podcast YouTube channel, and that's also linked down there if you just want to watch the after party. That would be great. Right now, we're going to take a break. Going to take a look at a cat. And this is the way how I personally maintain my sanity. I don't know how you maintain your sanity in these insane times, but cats kind of help. That's what I've done.
Day in the life of my manager who's a cat. First, he decides the tie he's going to wear that day, and then once we open, he greets customers at the door. He chaperones the playroom to ensure that everyone is playing with the puppies carefully. He orders Chinese and makes sure he eats lunch before the afternoon rush. Before each client leaves, he congratulates them and walks them through the process of having a puppy. After a long, hard day of placing puppies in homes, he orders us all some pizza.
I want that cat to be my boss. I want that cat to be my president. If that means we all get pizza at the end of the day, I totally support that cat as being president of the United States. So there was a primary election in Texas. It seems that Texas Governor Abbott and Beto O'Rourke are set for an election clash after primary wins. What are the chances as we stand today that O'Rourke beats Abbott? I'm glad you asked, everyone. I took a look at 538 polls, and here's some polling about the chances of O'Rourke, where they stand right now. Of course, by the time the general election comes, anything can happen, but Abbott right now has anything from a 5-point lead to an 11-point lead. So that's a story. I wish the best for O'Rourke, but after seeing his lackluster campaign, his presidential campaign, I don't know. I wouldn't put smart money. I wouldn't put my money on Beto O'Rourke becoming the next governor of Texas. That's just my personal opinion. Checking out the chat. Okay. Let's see. Somebody should beat Abbott. I can't stand the guy. Yes, Greg Abbott is a boil on the butt of Texas politics. That's no doubt about that. I'd like to see Beto O'Rourke as governor of Texas. I hope he does. I have, but I'm going to say positive. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say positive in negative times. What's our next story? Let's see. We covered Zelensky. We covered the Texas thing. Whoa, check this out from Hemant Mehta. Tutors in Pennsylvania public school district are teaching Creationism, a Christian ministry offering free tutoring to Penridge School District students is motivated by a desire to convert kids. Links in the description below. A church ministry has found a new way to indoctrinate public school students, and the Penridge School District in Pennsylvania is giving them the platform to pull it off. If you visit the district's website, there's a page that includes community resources for parents and students. As I write this, there are flyers for adult education classes, a youth leadership development program, athletic clubs, etc. There's also a flyer for revivals. Oh, very clever writing right there, everyone. Outreach Center, which offers free tutoring for students in the district. The flyer even notes that volunteers who work with them are educators, administrators, counselors, and aides. All have received full clearance from the state of Pennsylvania to work with children and youth. Now, I'm going to show you a picture of the flyer, and if you look at the bottom, that's where they put the secret sauce. I don't know if you can read this. Revivals Outreach exists to bring hope and healing to the community through the gospel of Jesus Christ. We seek to be the first call community members make when they are in need. So this is just another example of evangelicals trying to infiltrate the public schools. Now, there was a parent who tried to get their child tutoring for biology. Now, I think we can just guess how this turned out. Laura Foster, a district parent, reached out to the program Revivals Resource. I think that whenever I say that, I get a little bit more stupid. Resource Center to inquire about assistance for her daughter Camille with her AP biology exam. In an email response to Foster, Donna Tyndall of Revivals wrote that a tutor could help Camille understand evolution through a biblical worldview, meaning that we believe that God created the world in 6 literal days. Although we accept this through faith, there is evidence pointing in that direction, said Tyndall. I think our tutor would welcome the opportunity to help Camille understand what is being presented and perhaps to examine the presuppositions as well as the supporting facts for both equations. Of course, Laura Foster brought this up to the powers in the school committee, and they told her to bugger off, basically. Strong language here on the show this morning. Now, you won't be surprised that the school district actually enacted these rules recently. In December, Penridge released a new policy to school officials involving the removal of books about gender identity from the elementary school libraries. The district administration also sent new guidelines to elementary school faculty to not discuss or use terms related to LGBTQ. Students must also gain parent permission if they want to change their gender pronouns or names. Over the summer, the Penridge School Board voted to pause the district's diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Are you that surprised that that school district is happy with having evangelical Christians Trojan horse their idiotic creationism? I'm not surprised. I'm going to check out the chat and see what's going on there. I don't know, Scott Duke, if the FFRF, and that's the Freedom from Religion Foundation, is on that. I hope they are. It's a news story, so I'm not sure. Simply Secular Dave says, "Are these Bible pages flushable? Asking for a friend." It's funny how the message wrote. We believe that the Earth was created in 6 literal days, not figuratively, but literal days. Checking out who else is. Hey, what's up? Staggerson Yags. Hope everyone's doing okay. All right, is that it for news stories? We covered a lot today, to tell you the truth. I'm just checking out, seeing if there's anything else we needed to cover. I don't think it is. Hey, everyone, no ads on this channel, right? No ads on this channel. I might have been one of the first sources of information, and the first sources to tell you about this Zelensky, this attempted assassination on Zelensky. I mean, we do things here. We do important things, news that you may not hear anywhere else. So please hit the like button. Please donate. No ads. This is all funded by viewers like you who are YouTube members, who are patrons, who throw shekels, who throw pennies into my Venmo and PayPal accounts. Links in the description below. And to tell you what, the most important thing you can do is to share this video and to tell a friend about this. Thank you very much. I'm going to see you at 9:30, hopefully, for the after party after show. And I'm going to drop another cat video and then a thank you video. And then we're out.
Napoleon, the door is open. Just go around. Napoleon, the door is open. Just go around.